Hello everyone, welcome to Redbust US channel. There has been a lot of debate or confusion on this travel to US within 30 days if you get visa under national interest exception. So what we've done is we've done enough research on this and we've actually reached out to consulates to get confirmation. So in this video, we will cover all of those aspects. So here is what we will cover, what the rule is and how it looks, and what is the conclusion. So the first thing is, as most of you know, there is this proclamation that's signed by President Trump that limits entry of H-1B, H-2, H-4, and all of these holders, right? I mean, like L-1. I mean, there are a lot of visa categories, but this is a snippet of one part of the executive order or proclamation. So if you get a visa, U.S. visa under the exception that is outlined by them and by the State Department, you get a visa with stamp that says like this: NIE means national interest exception under President Proclamation on risk to labor market. So this is the proclamation, and so they all it tells is you're exempted from this proclamation. So this is the annotation you will have. It's under called annotation, and this is what it look like. So that's the basic, right? And now, what is this 30-day rule? This 30-day rule is that if you have been, issued visa, if you're issued visa under this national interest exception, then your visa is, is valid for one entry, or you need to travel within 30 days since it's approved. So this was applied. This what you see on the screen is from German embassy. So similar message, you can see a Norway embassy, right? Is valid only for single entry or 30 days of approval. And they say even the visa is approved for full validity, the exception is valid. That's what they say. And same thing in the other embassy in Sweden as well. So again, these are all consulates across the globe where they have given this guidance telling that if you get a US visa based on that, under national interest exception, you should travel to US within 30 days. So this is the guidance from. Again, there are links here. We'll put this in the chat in the description. You can check them as well. Now, do all the US consulates have this 30-day rule, and what's the case in India, right? So the fact is not all US consulate websites have this 30-day rule listed, and only a handful of consulates, and based on what we have reviewed, it's only available in the consulates in Europe, especially Germany, Sweden, or Norway. Now, if you look at the consulate websites in India or even the embassy, there is no such 30-day rule FAQ written, or none of them actually talk about this 30-day rule. Again, the 30-day rule is you need to travel to US within 30 days from when the visa was issued. That's the rule again. Yeah, and there is nothing on USTravelDocs as well, which is the website where you actually book your appointment and do all of that, right? So there is no such rule as that. Now, we reached out to US consulates in Chennai. In fact, other users actually also reached out. So we also wanted to confirm because it's a big deal, right? So based on all of this research, so US consulate in Chennai says that the 30 days rule is applicable in India, and they've given an email confirmation as well. So this is the email that we wrote. So we wrote for in context of H4 visa, and can we say, we just asked them, does this apply? And they said that you are required to travel to United States within 30 days of visa issuance, and if not, you should reach out to the consulate, and they've given the email address as well. So this is what has been confirmed by US consulate in Chennai. And what we also heard is people who attended, visa stamping in Chennai, they've been told by consulate officers. So that's why all of these are kind of related. And this is not very, very old. This is like, very recently we reached out on 1st of September, and that's what they said. Now, also what they said is, will that be indicated on the visa? They said, don't. There will not be an indication on the visa stamp that tells that you will have that. So this is in line with what has been told in other consulate websites in Europe. Yeah. So this is from Chennai. Now, we also reached out to other consulates as well, New Delhi. So New Delhi says this rule is not applicable. And this is what their email confirmation says. And, as you can read, the email says, we sent this, we found this in Germany, and they said that is for our German applicants only, does not apply to Indian applicants. That's what they say. Now, the tricky part is the responses from consulate in Chennai versus New Delhi, embassy in New Delhi are completely contradictory. So one says it's there, another one says it's not available. So it's kind of really confusing for users. And we haven't got any responses from other consulates when we reached out on this. And again, other users also have not shared anything apart from these two consulates. So again, so this is what the facts are. If you look at the US TravelDocs, who provide visa services in India, They said, I mean, irony is they gave very, I mean, kind of funny answers. When we wrote to them, they said that they just copy pasted the boilerplate. You will try, whatever tells that the proclamation information, nothing related to what the question was asked. So when I asked them, hey, this is not what I asked, and then they respond saying you can enter within 10 days. This is not even related to the question I asked. And this is very, very important to know because the people who are responding from US TravelDocs website, they have no clue. Some of them are less trained. They're not really, they probably are contractors, outsourced companies trying to do this. So you can't expect them to give the right answer. So this is why the whole point of showing this is you can't rely on this, right? So your always your reliable information is from consulates. So you have to always go to them or CBP, right, directly to their email address. Now, there's some of them, other users reached out as well. This is response they've given, and all they say is, okay, you can travel as long as it's valid. So these are two confirmations given by US TravelDocs. But again, this one you should take it a pinch of salt. Yeah, that's what our view is, right? Now, looking at all of these, now you might be confused. Okay, some says it's applicable, some say it's not applicable. What should I do? Well, the fact is, because the information is contradictory from both the consulates. If you are going to travel within 30 days, you have nothing to worry about. You are fine. Don't worry about all of these things. You just go ahead with your plans. But if you have to travel to US after 30 days, this is something you need to consider, right? I would rather be safe than sorry in port of entry. When you are at port of entry and when the CBP officer asks you, and if let's say your visa is issued in the consulate and they say that you're subject to this, then you are in deep trouble and you'll be in a very difficult situation and you can't really have anything to defend. So the suggestion is I suggest you email the consulates, get a confirmation telling that this does not apply. Wait for it, or even call them. Any sorts of written proof, right? Either an email or write to all the consulates and get some sort of confirmation in your inbox so that if somebody asks you, you can open up the email and show it. Have a copy of that print out and carry it with them. So I mean, also I suggest you can also email to CBP, all of these, or border protection office. They will also respond for most of your queries. So have some sort of written communication so that you have something to show in case you're traveling after 30 days. Again, this is very confusing for users because there is contradictory information. But do your due diligence and be careful. Do not take any chances because you are the one who will be subject to the scrutiny when you're at port of entry. Again, CBP officer has to allow you. So this is the research. I hope you found this information helpful. Do subscribe for getting more updates like this. Thank you again for watching.